So we're talking about the difference between the process of inference and that versus training. Now, both processes involve a large language model, which is just a set of numbers describing an algorithm that we have to do, that we have to perform on one word. For example, hello, to get the next most likely word, such as world. And the process of inference refers simply to figuring out the next word based on this input, using these predefined numbers. We're not changing the numbers during inference. All that's happening is that we're taking this word, plugging it into the large language model, and out comes the next word. However, training works differently. Training is the process of figuring out what numbers we need to put into our model to get out the correct word. Now, training is much more computationally expensive, since what we have to do, this is where it gets its name from, we have to ask for a large language model to try and predict the next word based on some random numbers. And it will give us some absurd word like the. And then what we have to do is we have to get the meaning for this word, get the meaning for this word, and based on the difference, adjust, go back through the model into every single number. And in the case of a 4 billion parameter model, that would be 4 billion numbers. We have to go back into the model. Based on this difference, for every single number, we have to adjust it so that, in our case, it will give the correct word. And then we have to do this for not just one case, but we have to do it for a large variety of cases that can occur in natural language, so that this large language model accurately represents the human language. And so, whereas inference only uses these numbers that we learned previously to take in an input word and generate an output word, the process of training is changing these numbers and thus training the model so that when we do inference, we get the correct word and not some absurd random word. And that's why both processes are necessary, and you're most likely to use inference.